Funhouse Lounge, are you ready for the show? Give it up for your host, Hudson. Hey, it's me, everybody. I announced myself. How's it going? There's so many people here. I didn't know this many people had problems. I thought it was just me. I had problems. Welcome to the show. This is Leave Your Troubles at the Door. Yes, thank you. We can clap for that. We can clap for the show existing. Yes, this is Leave Your Troubles at the Door. You all had an opportunity to write down your problems and put them in the box. It's anonymous. We have no idea who wrote what. And the comics have no idea what is going to pop up on that screen. That's where the problems are going to pop up, on the screen that says Funhouse Lounge. That's where the problems are going to pop up. I actually might, maybe I'll just get it to go like this a little bit more. Yeah, that might be a little better. Okay, yes, all right. Things I should have thought of before the show. That's my problem. All right, this is going to be a really fun show. Like I said, comics are going to come up here. And I should say this off the bat. I should say this. None of us, the comedians on stage, I'm not anybody in this room, but the comedians on stage, none of the comedians are therapists. A lot of us are not college educated. And I'll tell you right now, most of what I know, I learned from cartoons. So, you're probably not going to get a practical solution, but you will have your problem explored. Yes, explored by some of the funniest comedians in Portland. I'm so excited for this show. I'm so excited for what's about to happen. So I'm going to tackle a few problems just to show everybody kind of like what we're getting into. So let's see what the first problem is. All of my coworkers are middle-aged men, and I'm a youngish lady. Youngish lady. One of the subtle problems in here is that they kind of feel self-conscious about their age. Youngish. Youngish ladies. I'm going to assume you mean 30s. I'm going to assume you mean that. Youngish, because I'm in my 30s and I feel youngish. My spirit is probably about 49 years old, but I'm in my 30s, maybe even older than 39. Middle-aged men, middle-aged. So if you're in your 30s, they've got to be in their 40s or 50s at least. We're talking 40s or 50s men. So we're talking probably like Gen X. Am I getting that generation right? Gen X men? Is that what it is? Thank you. One clap. That was the Gen Xer. What it was. Oh man, I know. Gen X. The generation that just when everything was going down, they were like, nah man, I want to listen to Pearl Jam and not deal with anything. Gen X. See, this is an issue that the middle-aged men, Gen Xers, that just really didn't throw any life rafts. They saw all the corruption happening in this country, and they were like, what if we all wore flannel? What if we did that? That would be really cool. So they probably talk about how millennials are entitled, they don't understand Gen Z. So these are the people you're working with. Oh man, the fact they have to talk at all. And you said rumors? Oh, boomers! There we go. Boomers, really? Middle-aged? Boomers? I thought boomers were like elderly people. I thought that was elderly people. I don't know if you guys know, life expectancy is going down. So if they're old, they're close to gone anyway. Boomers. We're not going to have to deal with boomers for that much longer. The okay boomer meme is going to outlast all of the boomers. Don't worry about the boomers. They'll be gone. Anytime a boomer gets upset about you, you're just like, all right, man, that's cool. Do you have a life insurance policy? Do you have a will? Do you have a living will? Do you have access to it? Be nice to boomers. Get in on their will. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to set you up for financial success in the future. Get in on these boomers' will. I'm trying to make friends with elderly people. That's what I'm trying to do. Not in a defrauding them way. I'm realizing there's a lot of people here, and I don't know who knows who in, like, reporting to the authorities. Yeah, comics are really good at incriminating ourselves on stage, but these are all jokes. I would never defraud an elderly person on purpose. Accidentally defraud. I know. And then there's, because a lot of people are like, why don't you just talk to HR? And it's like, the people who suggest that, it's like, have you ever talked to HR? Like, their solutions are basically, they're like snitches that never get anything done. That's what they are. They'll just tell everybody your business, and then you still have the problem, but now there's a file. Like, so this is a problem. Middle-aged men. Well, you could make references they don't get. There you go. You can make references they don't get. I bet you middle-aged men, I bet you they don't watch Ted Lasso. I bet you that. Fucking, just think of your favorite TV show that's newer, that's come out now that you know they haven't watched, and just make references to it all day. There's nothing that middle-aged men hate more than things that they do not understand. So just do it like a secret language. Do it like a secret language in front of them, and just like be like, oh yeah, so just make up television shows that they can't find. Do that. Be like, oh yeah, I saw a new episode of Ski-to-Do the other day. Ski-to-Do is a really good show. I love Michelle Pfeiffer. She does a really good job. And they'll be like, Michelle Pfeiffer? Really? Michelle Pfeiffer's in that? I gotta watch that. They're like, what channel is it on? They're like, it's streaming on Tubi. You know, real network, fake show. They'll look for it all night. Just give them quests that they cannot complete. Do that. And you'll have fun. You'll have fun, and maybe they'll like stop being as shitty. Let's see what the next problem is. Somebody said Jesus up front. I know. My house doesn't feel welcoming to friends. Well, now that first of all, you know that. Like, you came here with that problem. It is a problem, by the way, but you know that it's not welcoming to friends. I'm imagining friends have said things, or they've looked creeped out. Another facet of this show is whoever wrote the problem never has to out themselves, so it might just be me guessing about what is happening in this situation. My house doesn't feel welcoming. Well, I'll tell you this. One thing that changed up the whole vibe of my apartment, by the way, house, humble brag. Anyway, humble brag, right? I just thought about that. I was like, one thing that changed up the vibe of my apartment that I rent from you have a fucking house? Jesus. You don't even need friends. You have equity. What the fuck? What the fuck? My house. The only thing that was going to make it worse is like my houseboat. That's what it is. My house. One thing that changed up the vibe. I at least want to try to be a little bit helpful. One thing that changed up the vibe of my apartment, I swear to God, it was plants. Anybody else feel that way? Plants? Yeah, we plant crowd in here. I got what's called a money tree. Do you guys know about those? Money tree. You don't have to give them any water. In fact, if you water them regularly, they start to die. Yeah, they're not like succulents. There's a money tree. I still have the ties on it, which I don't think I'm supposed to, but I can't have it grow any bigger because I'm afraid of repotting. But I'll just tell you. It's a living thing, you know? And talk to it. I haven't named it yet, but I think plants, if you have nothing on your walls, by the way, no one was going to ever want to come over your house. I learned that recently. I had to learn that through somebody else doing stand-up. I watched somebody doing stand-up, and they were like, I went over to this guy's apartment, he had nothing on his walls, and I was like, you're not, you're supposed to have stuff on the walls? I hadn't even, so yeah, if you don't have anything on the walls, it's art, right? Art. It could be any art that you get. Anybody could have done it. Art, plants, pets. Pets are welcoming. Because here's the thing. Okay, also, Also, I don't know if your friends don't like your house or don't like you. That's another thing. I don't know what that is. A whole bunch of people went, oh. It's true. Sometimes people have friends and their friends like don't tell them that they don't like them, but they, to friends. No, but here's the thing. If you suck as a person, which... if you suck as a person, but you have a great dog... You know what I'm saying? You said that's true. It is. If you suck as a person, but you have a great dog, your friends will 100% hang out with you at your house. Just for the dog. They won't tell you that it's the dog, but yeah, so what did I say? Art, plants, pets, also maybe possibly being nicer. Being nicer to your friends, dude. They're your friends. And you also say friends. I don't know. Are they your friends? Okay. That's always a question. Yeah, okay. I don't want to leave it on a super sad note, but so that's where my head goes. I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always like, are my friends my friends? Or especially because I do comedy so much, there's so much transactional relationships that go on in comedy. Like, people just want stuff from you, and I'm always like, do they care about my well-being, or are they waiting on a spiral? Sometimes you have friends that they are your friend because they know you're going to go into a spiral at some point. So yeah, either do those things at your home or get new friends who do feel welcome at your house. Oh, we changed it up. Get new friends. Everything's opening up. People will be able to come out again. It's going to be, okay. It's going to be good. Are you guys ready to continue the show? I was getting lost in that for a second. Yes, so your next comedian coming up is hosted a very fun show, Power Hour, that happens at Haymaker every Thursday. They're so funny. I'm so glad they're here to do this show. Please give a warm welcome. Let's start clapping right now for Jamie Carbone. Jamie Carbone, everybody.
Keep it going for Chris, everybody, huh? Chris, I'll let you know right now. I'm waiting for the spiral, baby. I want to see you fall apart. It's always nice to watch that happen to someone else and not just yourself in therapy. Let's do some advice. Also, that house clearly haunted. All right. Hit me.